Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam. Welcome everyone to Vani Amritvani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Das Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrit followed by Prabhupada quote followed by Prabhupada Leela Amrit. And Her Grace Rupavati Radha Devidasi will be reading the Nama Shlokas. Hare Krishna, welcome everyone.
हरे कृष्ण दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। ही डिवाइन गे श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj की जय। His Holiness भक्ति आश्रय वैष्णव स्वामी महाराज की जय। His Grace शिक्षा गुरु रूपविलास प्रभु की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। Namamrita, the nectar of the holy name. Krishna reveals himself to the devotees who faithfully chants his holy name. When one fully engages in chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he gradually realizes his own spiritual identity. Unless one faithfully chants the Hare Krishna mantra, Krishna does not reveal himself. Shivoन्मुखे hi jivado swayam eva spurati adaha. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2.234. We cannot realize the Supreme Personality of Godhead by any artificial means. We must engage faithfully in the service of the Lord. Such service begins with tongue, Seon Mukehi Jivado, which means that we should always chant the holy names of the Lord and accept Krishna Prasad. We should not chant or accept anything else. When this process is faithfully followed, the Supreme Lord reveals himself to the devotee. The nectar of instructions, text 5. Srila Prabhupada quote, 7 September. It is not true that there is no shoes in Krishna Lila. Rather, there are shoes except for the Vrindavana pastimes. But the shoes are another quality. They are beautiful with jewels, etc. On the battlefield, they must wear shoes. Letter to Radha Vallabhadas, September 7, 1976. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita. As for the ritual initiation, he had received at age 12 from a family priest. Abhay had never taken it very seriously. It had been a religious formality. But a guru was not mere officiating ritualistic priest, so Abhay had rejected the idea that he already had a guru. He had never received instructions from him in bhakti, and his family guru had not linked through disciplic succession with Krishna. But taking initiation from Bhakti Saraswati, he would be linked with Krishna. Bhakti Siddhanta, son of Bhakti Vinoda Thakur and disciple of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, was a guru in 12th disciplic succession from Lord Chaitanya. He was the foremost Vedic scholar of the age, the expert Vaishnava who could guide one back to Godhead. He was empowered by his predecessors to work for the highest welfare by giving everyone Krishna consciousness, the remedy for all sufferings. Abhay felt that he had already accepted Srila Bhaktivinoda Saraswati as his spiritual master, and that from their very first meeting he had already received his orders. Now, if Srila Bhaktisiddhanta would accept him as his disciple, the relationship would be confirmed. He was coming so soon after Abhay had seen and heard him in Vrindavana. That was how Krishna acted through his representative. It was as if his spiritual master, in coming to where Abhay had his family and business, was coming to draw him further into spiritual life. Without Abhay's having attempted to bring it about, his relationship with Srila Bhaktisiddhanta was deepening. Now, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta was coming to him as if by a higher arrangement. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam. Bhagavad Gita 11.53. Na ham veda na tapsa, na dane na chejaya, shakya evam vidho drushtam, drishtvan asimam yatha. The form you are seeing with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by these means that one can see me as I am. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.12.6 Bhajasva bhajani yangrema abhavaya bhavachiddam yuktam virahitam shaktya gunamayatma mayaya. Translation: Engage yourself fully, therefore, in the devotional service of the Lord, for only He can deliver us from this entanglement of materialistic existence. Although the Lord is attached to His material potency, He is aloof from our activities. Everything in this material world is happening by the inconceivable potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna. CC Madhya 4.182 Mane ka chandan tola vise ka karpura Gopala pare eba ananda prachura. Translation: Without considering his personal comfort, Madhavendra Puri carried one mon, about 82 pounds of sandalwood, and 20 tolas, about 8 ounces of camphor, to smear over the body of Gopala. This transcendental pleasure was sufficient for him. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Shri Shri Radharaj Bihari Bhagavan ki jai, Lalita Sakhi Vishakha Mata ki jai, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, संवेद भक्त वृंद की जय। मदचित्ता मदगत्ता प्राणा बोधयन्ते परस्परं कथयन्तश्च मां नित्या तुष्यन्ति च रमन्ति च तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन माम उपयन्ति ते। Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, Lord clearly says the same thing what Srila Prabhupada is saying over here. Krishna reveals to the devotee who faithfully chants his holy name. One thing we should understand: seriousness, faithfulness, and offenselessness and humbleness is the key for the progress. If we are not serious, if we are not humble, if we are not dedicated, progress will not be there. Revelation of the Lord will not be there. But if we are serious and if we are offenseless, more and more revelation of the Lord will come in the due course of time. And that is how we will go back to the spiritual world. Srila Prabhupada quotes his concern, where Srila Prabhupada says, yes, accept Vrindavan Leela, because normally in the house we do not wear the footsteps. If you are in the house, you don't wear the footstep. You go wear the footsteps when you leave the house. Vrindavan is the house of the Lord. And outside Vrindavan, whether you say Mathura Leela, Dwarka Leela, or Kurukshetra Leela, Lord had the sleepers every time. But the sleepers were not normal, they are special sleepers. हाँ? चप्पल बहुत स्पेशल थे भगवान के. So everything has a place in a Leela. Okay. Very, very important point Srila Prabhupada is making over here, that he was initiated when he was a child. But that guru was not in a line of a parampara. Or that guru never ever gave any instructions, what instructions to be followed. But he was sure that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, who had his father, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, whose guru was Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, they were following the instructions of the Guru Parampara. And when you follow the instructions of Guru Parampara, and according to that, you are empowered to give Krishna Bhakti to others. That is the most important thing in Guru Parampara system. Evam parampara praptam imam raja rishayo vidu sakalena mahata yogo nashta param tapaha. Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, this knowledge is acquired evam parampara praptam. And when Srila Prabhupada was convinced that yes, this is how the knowledge of Krishna can be achieved, he was ready to take the initiation. Bhagavad Gita, very, very important. Besides bhakti, Lord says this shloka two in this chapter. Besides bhakti, whether you na ham veda ham tapasa na dane na chajya shakya eva vidu drishtum drishtavasi me yatha na aham veda. Through Vedas I am not known. Through tapasya I am not known. Through dana I am not known. Through ajya, to puja part I am not known. I am only known by my bhakti. The last shloka. Bhagavatam. Every devata in Bhagavatam, we will see they encourage to do bhakti. Here, Kuber is encouraging that you don't do my bhakti, but you do the bhakti of Lord, because He is the supreme. And that is what is the goal of the human life. So when we read Bhagavatam, we see that every devata directs them to Lord Krishna, whether it is Kuber, whether it is Shivji, whether it is Ana Devi Devatas. Okay, go further. Madhavendra Puri qualities are spoken by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Nityananda, and how much he was carrying in that old age, 82 pounds and 20 tolas of camphor. That was sufficient for him. At that age, he was carrying that thing for the mission. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.